Hello everybody, Andy here, and today we find out that the rumours were true. Things are getting legends. However, we're also hearing from a new member that I can tell from the Kill Team Design Studio. Normally, I think in the past we've only actually heard from Elliot, the lead designer, I suppose. Now we have somebody else called Tom, so we're going to see what he says. And it's all about what we get to play in the new edition. I'm going to read this. I have yet to read it. This is live for you for the first time. Although, sorry, one moment. Just getting thematically dressed. We already know Compendium's out, but screw it. Why not? Okay, right, let's do it. I actually don't know what they're going to say at this point. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to discuss my thoughts on it, because big stuff, am I right? Big stuff. Also, I don't know why, but my double hello sound isn't working. So that's very sad for me. As you know, that's literally the only thing I care about in my life. But thanks for watching. Cool. The new edition of Kill Team is performing final weapons checks before it drops into a hot LZ. Tom from the Kill Team design team has written an article on what to expect over the lifetime of the new edition. With the success of Kill Team and the incredible engagement from the community, we've been hard at work crafting an even better experience. Our goal, keep the game exciting for veterans and accessible for newcomers, while maintaining balance and avoiding unnecessary complexity. We've taken great care and pride in refining the rules, product design, and everything in between for the new edition. One of the main focuses has been on managing the growing range of kill teams to ensure everyone gets to enjoy their miniatures to the fullest. Alright, quite fluffy, that's fine, I'm sure we'll get to a point soon, hold on. At launch, the new edition will feature 33 kill teams, with their rules updated and balanced for the new edition, and available for free online. We technically already knew that, but that sounds pretty good to me. Okay. You'll be able to download these rules on Warhammer Community and on the Kill Team app. Good. I like that you can get it in both places. Technically, they hadn't said that you could download the PDFs from Warcom before. But that's nice. So if you want to print things out, you don't have to like screenshot from your phone. Cool. As we release new teams, rules will be made available in the same way to ensure a consistent and accessible experience for everyone. This online-first rules method will allow us to keep the rules directly updated and freely available, and will provide an ever-growing number of new teams, future kill zones, and updates directly to the community. So obviously, the dream here is that they're actually going to do online rules correctly, which means update the bloody rules. So obviously at the moment, because GW always has to be aware that people will have print copies of things. When they give you an update, they just say, hey, in your book where this thing is printed, change this thing. They never change the thing. Whereas now, and then obviously because they've, in like 40k and Sigma, because you still have those things, they could have changed what they did with the indexes, because the indexes were online only, but they decided to not do that. Hopefully, they will take a step forwards and actually change the rules in your app and on the PDFs that you can download, instead of just, oh, we've updated it. And now we will get the new rules in there as the only source of those rules, and then a change log. We will see, who knows? This is me dreaming, huffing some copium, as we say, hence wearing the custodes. From now on, every kill team will receive consistently updated rules for 2 editions. Updates will be quarterly, while smaller adjustments may be made as required. Okay, so we're going to get 2 editions, which means that, from what they've said, everything in the current edition is going to go forwards and be usable in this edition. Then at the end of this edition, which will be 3 years, let's be honest, although it should be 4, whatever, not the point, we will lose access to all of these teams. Okay, understood. I'm not shocked by this. That's fine. Quarterly, we already have quarterly updates, but with smaller adjustments may be made as required, which is that's a positive. We will see whether or not they actually ever do that. I would have to assume That would only ever be used for typos, which is good. Typos should not be held back for any longer than they need to be, especially when it's changing one number from a 4 to a 5. But whatever. Every team will remain in the product range for 4 full seasons. Seasons generally last 12 months, though they can be longer or shorter as required. This is to ensure a manageable range that we can keep in stock. Hold on. So, every kill team will receive consistently updated rules for 2 editions. An edition being 3 years, so 6 years. Every team will remain in the product range for 4 years. I'm just saying, I'm having flashbacks to, this is like the dead zone for obscuring. At some point, your kill team will become obscured. You can't buy it, but it's still legal. Weird, interesting. Okay, fine. I mean, let's keep reading. There is an asterisk there, sorry. But there's no asterisk. Okay. They just wanted to give us an asterisk. That's nice. Thank you, guys. Cool. Classified kill teams. Teams that are currently available in the kill team product range are labeled classified. Cool. Which indicates that they are the ones currently recommended for tournament play. Recommended for tournament play, aka the only thing you can play in tournaments. Okay. Good words, but you know, we know what it means. The teams below are currently classified, and this list will be updated after the first season of the new edition comes to a close. Okay, yeah. So, they're talking about the 4 years, so we're looking at season 1 of the current edition, last edition, whatever you want to call it. So we're talking Vet Guard, Commandos, Pathfinders, etc., including Legionary and Phobos, which is 2 Marine teams. Seems crazy to lose them, but whatever. They are going to become not classified. Fine. Okay. When a team leaves the product range, it leaves the classified list. So, hypothetically, that means that in 4 years, so let's take a box of Commandos. It is on sale for 4 years. After 4 years, when it is no longer on sale, you cannot, sorry, let's use their phrasing, it is not recommended for tournament play. Now, there are some things there that I totally understand. For example, Hand of the Archon. Nobody cares if that goes away, right? That team doesn't have any, unit that came across into 40k, whereas then we're looking at Commandos, which do have a 40k unit. I can't imagine Commandos leaving the range entirely. That would be mad. So what happens to Commandos? They're going to still be on sale, but presumably not as kill team packaging. But we just can't use them in tournaments. Okay, fine. Let's keep going. Let's see what they say. Let's not rush. So what is classified for? The list will be used to ensure fairness, stability, and availability for major Warhammer events such as US Opens and the World Championships of Warhammer. We will provide an event companion document containing all the guidance you need to run your own tournaments in a similar way. But that doesn't mean that your favourite team won't be playable. Okay, so here the question is just playable to what degree? Because of course when you hear the term legends, they haven't said the word legends, but we all know what it means because it's colloquial. We're thinking 40k, we're thinking, is Legends balanced? Literally nobody knows because nobody plays with Legends. So literally nobody bloody knows. But what do they mean by Legends? Because if we look at 40k versus Age of Sigmar, 2 systems that presumably quite a few of you know, you can tell that those teams just in their design treat Legends differently. Not necessarily better or worse, but differently. Let's keep going. For example, Commandos will be classified, that means usable, in tournaments, throughout the first season of the new edition. The box will leave the range when the season comes to a close, and the Commandos kill team will leave the classified list. Okay, yep, 4 years, okay, 4-year life cycle. You can still enjoy playing them in all other settings except for classified tournament play, and they will continue to receive updates, including for balance, until the end of this edition. So, okay, so we've got that 6-year life cycle. 100%, 6 years, and when we go to the next edition, you won't have rules for this kill team. Okay, fine. But for 4 years, they will be tournament legal, but for 6 years, they will still continue to be updated. Interesting. So again, looking at how 40k and Sigmar treat legends, we can't speak exactly for Sigmar right now, but once something in 40k goes to legends, it's essentially gone. It might as well not exist. It will never ever be updated. And inherently, that almost doesn't matter, because as soon as something goes to legends, it's a house rule. So is it balanced or not? Doesn't matter. Change the rules to work how you want them to work, because it's a house rule playing with it at all. You might as well pick your own rules for it too. Whereas here, it will be legends, but will still be being updated. And the fact you can't use it in a tournament is, from what we're seeing here, almost irrelevant to how the team is going to treat it. Of course, if we manage to get to the end of this year and something still needs a balance update, that's weird, like, but fine, you know, hypothetically. Sorry, someone just knocked on the door. Back to recording in my Custodes hoodie. Sorry. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Hypothetically something. Nice. Good stuff. Hypothetically, it's still being updated. All right, cool. Don't know what I'm saying. Cool. For the vast majority of players at clubs, in leagues, and playing with friends, every team, classified or not, will provide a fun and fair gaming experience, while your miniatures may also be used in solo and co-op players' NPOs, non-player operatives. We are excited to see what other events the community runs, including joint ops and narrative events, and we would love for you to include the full list of teams at these events. Okay. So right there, we have a statement saying that as long as you're not playing a classified event, you should run the full list. You shouldn't say classified only teams. So this will be very interesting to see how it plays out, if people are going to say, you know, so like, I imagine what they're saying is that only in the absolute biggest events and tournaments where you can possibly win a golden demon, that's not what you win, a golden ticket, that is where you should be running classified kill team, okay? But if you don't have a golden ticket on the line, just run kill team. It's an interesting one. I think that coming along and saying, okay, so imagine 40k again. Let's say you're playing 40k and you are running a 40k tournament. What does that mean? It means that you are playing everything that is legal to play in 40k. Now, let's say you wanted to tell people you can run legends in that tournament. You would say you can play a legends 40k tournament. That would obviously then mean that legends are legal in this tournament. Whereas for Kill Team, they seem to have gone the other way. They've kind of said, and you know, I'm just spitballing here, trying to figure it out. It seems like they're trying to say, if you play a Kill Team tournament, everything's legal. And in much the opposite way, they're saying, but if you play a classified Kill Team tournament, then you have a restriction. So it's almost the exact opposite of Legends in 40k, except it's do you see what I'm trying to get at? A normal game of Kill Team means everything in the game. A classified game of Kill Team means you have a restriction on these units. Whereas in 40k, a normal game of Kill Team has a restriction on the units. But a classified event in that term, doesn't have a restriction. So they've almost done the opposite of Kill Team here. Interesting. Obviously, it all comes down to how TOs want to run their tournaments, right? As soon as we get to year 2 of this edition, and we should, in theory, drop commandos, deathcore, etc., then are we actually doing that? Are we actually dropping them? And everybody just kind of says, look, ultimately, people that go to tournaments because they want to have at least the idea that they might be able to be practiced for and eventually go to the big golden ticket tournaments, because that's what people enjoy, that competitive aspect, that competitive edge. And why would you not want to have that competitive edge at the highest level? Why would you, to use the colloquial, why would you peg yourself and only go to like one down of the highest level? Why do that to yourself? And arguably in a format that will become a harder format, because assuming that, you know, as they've said, everything's getting balanced all this time, that level down will have more teams, and more teams means you need to know more things, and it's going to be harder to play the game. There you go. I don't know. Just interesting to see the way they've approached Legends. I'm going to finish reading the article and then ramble some more. Don't worry. For the vast give me runs, including joint up. Yep. However, sorry, just to clarify, they have openly said here they want you to run a kill team event, not a classified kill team event. So that's a statement. As a community, are we going to listen to it? Who knows? We make our own rules. We're committed to ensuring every kill team gets the spotlight it deserves, and that every player can enjoy their miniatures with access to the most up-to-date rules. Thank you for your ongoing passion and support. We can't wait to share more of what we've been working on. Stay sharp, operatives, and get ready for an exciting journey ahead. Thanks, guys. The new edition of Kill Team has already made orbital ingress, and it'll be roaring into pre-orders very soon indeed. And then we get to see Classified Year 1, Classified Year 1 and 2. So, future teams released this season, redacted. Oh, okay, we don't get to see. Yeah, of course. However, interesting. So, let's read these. First things I notice up here. Firstly, you know, a redesign of the graphics, but of note, the Death Corps. They are not called the Death Corps. They are called the Veteran Guardsmen. Have they changed them to the Death Corps? Does this mean, is this a hint that we're getting the Catachans? Right, so we get the Death Corps, but now we get the Catachans, we get the Cadians. That would be really boring. I don't necessarily want that, but it's very interesting. Then we get Novitiates, Pathfinders, Legionaries, Corsair, Voidscar, Blooded, Phobos. Okay, cool. Expected. We then also get the Void Dancer Troop, the Warp Coven, the Wormblade, the Hunterclave, the Galepox Infected, the Elucidian Starstriders. Now, what did we not see there? We did not see, that's right, Intercession. Where are the Intercession? They're not there. Does that mean, oh, sorry, Classified Year 1 and 2, Angels of Death, Imperial, all of them. So, Angels of Death don't exist. What are they? So, we can assume that is perhaps the Intercession. I don't know, obviously, just spitballing. Weren't Intercession released? I think Intercession were released in Season 1, Year 1, but I can't recall. Anyway, those are some interesting things. Those were the two that I noticed there, the Death Corps and Angels of Death. Obviously, until they come out and actually tell us a little bit more what those mean, who knows? But sure enough, it seems that Year 1, we are going to drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 14 teams. And honestly, if there are 33 out there, we're going to gain 8, so we only lose 7, 6. So we only lose 6 teams, but honestly, I actually just went out and I set up all of my kill teams because obviously I've moved house, so I had to put stuff away. And before putting things away, why not put them out to look cool? And so my kill teams take up fully, like base to base, an entire combat patrol size board. Like base to base, just line them out in a big long line. They take up the entire combat patrol board, which is half the size of a full 2000 point 40k board. That's mad. I looked at it and I said, I have too many teams. Why have I done this to myself? So, look, I'm okay with it. You know, but you're talking to somebody that's been in GW for a long time. You're talking to somebody that made his channel on a game, Kill Team 1, Kill Team 2018, that got wrecked to become the new edition. And literally, they broke all of my all of my teams, I think 2 of them, my Grey Knights and maybe 1 other, could actually make the edition jump. So I'm used to it. I'm cool with it. Things change. I like getting new things. I like progression. I like change in general. Very Zinchian of me, I realise, but I'm not overly fussed if things get changed. Now, is it a change for the better or the worse? Hard to say. And I think the real issue here is for people unlike me. Because I'm cool with it. I'm happy, excited to get the Tempestus Aquilons and the Vespid Stingwings. That sounds great. But let's say you're a Commandos player. You only play Orcs, that's it. You don't care about the rest. Really, you're a 40k guy, you just love Orcs. Commandos, yeah, sure, if somebody wants a casual game of Kill Team, you'll play them. Now they suggest further up, that's okay, they can be your MPOs. And they're still legal, obviously, for the next 3 years. But, I don't know. All I'm saying is kind of, my heart goes out to those guys, the people that are just, married to the faction, just love the lore, because, don't get me wrong, I think that mechanically, they've got good sound reasonings to do everything they're doing, or everything they're saying they're doing, right, or going to do, whatever. I think, I literally don't have any arguments against what they're saying from the mechanical standpoint of how to keep a game balanced and tight and tidy. 100%. But what if you just love Deathcore? What if you're just a Pathfinder main? What if you just really, really want to run Phobos? You just love sneaky Marines. That's it. You don't care about anything else. What if you like Eldar? Nobody does. I apologize. That was a joke. You got me, guys. You got me. But like, what do? It's great that you could proxy your models, but I don't know. That's not for me to answer, obviously. Compendium's gone. This article 100% confirms it without stating it again, because it's already stated. And now we know that the 4chan rumours were true, and we are losing 14 teams in 1 year's time. Okay, cool, fine by me. The only thing I do want, and wearing this Custode hoodie hopefully kind of makes that a very obvious statement, I'm all for proxies and conversions. So you know what? If in a year's time we lose Commandos and we go to a classified event and somebody says, yeah, I just want to run Orcs, so I've taken this Felgor Ravagers team and I'm just running my Commandos, I would say, cool. I have literally no problems. Like, literally no issues at all. Or, hey, you want to run Nemesis Claw, that's a very orky team. That's literally Commandos. They're on the same base size. The Stabber Git, whatever he's called, Stabber Knife Boy, whatever, that's just your Screecher. Like, they are literally 1-to-1 proxies. I would say, great, do it. I'm all for it. You can be a Commandos main, and you could just take them, pick another team with the same base size and say, hey, I'm going to play this. I would have genuinely no issue whether I'm your opponent or the TO of that event. However, there are some teams that you can't really do that with yet. For example, the Custodes. Therefore, I hope that whatever these rumours are for the upcoming teams, which has hints towards, models that would probably be on 40mm bases, I say yes, please. Slay, King. We need some 40mm models because I want to be able to proxy Terminators and Custodes, and I want them to look good and do what those models should roughly do on the table. That's obviously a compendium gripe, but there you go. Cool, alright. Let's see if my double hello works. No, I don't know what's happened there. Absolute shambles. I apologise. What do you think? I like, legitimately. if you made it to the end, you're probably fine with it, because because otherwise you'd be really pissed off, and you've already left your rage comment. But like, genuine question to those that are, to the level heads that have prevailed. What do you think about this? I'm cool with it, but I'm pretty chilled in general. So what do you think? Have you made it to the end of this video and you're like, actually, this kills Kill Team for me? I'm watching the video because I forgot to turn it off, but yeah, I'm out. Let me know. I'd be very interested. Thank you. Bye.